years of age after winning the junior title in the same year. He's back to defend his crown, and in the ladies, Yang Yang A is here as well after winning 4 world titles in a row. She's here to see if she can make it 5. Well, over 3 days of competition, the skaters compete over 1,500 meters, 500, and then the top 8 go through to the grueling 3,000 meters. And if you haven't seen short track before, one of the most exciting events is the relay. The women racing over 3,000 meters and the men a very demanding 45 laps, 5,000 meters. Well, it's the semi-final stage of the ladies 1,500 meters. That is the lineup for the first heat. Erin Porter for the USA, Alana Kraus for Canada, Chunlu Wang for China, Min Kyung Choi for Korea, then the 2-time European champion from Bulgaria, Evgenia Radanova, and Sarah Lindsay for Great Britain, the British champion there, wearing number 19. 3 heats in this semi-finals. And as you can see, a lot of tension at the start. This is a non-contact sport, although things do tend to get a little heated. Sarah on the outside next to Radanova wearing number 2. And a little bit of cat and mouse here. A very, very slow pace, and Sarah Lindsay for Great Britain slots into 2nd place. So a little bit of a move up the inside there. Lindsay still now down into 3rd. Keep your eye on number 14, Chunlu Wang from China. Top 2 to make it through into the finals. Short track speed skating, a big sport in Korea. And now the pace starting to hot up. So Lindsay tucked into 3rd, needs to find a place if she can, with 7 laps to go. Radanova at the back now, making a move around the outside. 6 laps to go. It's Radanova out at the front now. Sarah Lindsay getting left at the back of the pack now. Doesn't want to let the stronger skaters get too much ground here. Chunlu Wang for China, looking very composed there. So Wang it is out in front now for China. And Radanova looking for a way through round the outside, down into 3rd place. Trying to make a way through. So final lap, Radanova in 2nd place, back down into 3rd. She's got to finish in 2nd to qualify. Good move there, very, very strong. It's going to be Wang that gets there. Radanova in 2nd place. And Sarah Lindsay for Great Britain couldn't keep the pace going. There's the eventual winner for China, Chunlu Wang. Evgenia Radanova, who finished 4th in the World Championships last year. 2 times winner of the Europeans, in 2nd place. And in 3rd, it's Min Kyung Choi of Korea. Choi looking for a way through up the inside. But Radanova just getting there in 2nd place. Good to see a lot of school children here to watch the event. They're the future of short track speed skating here. So that's confirmation of the final results. Chunlu Wang wins. Radonova second, Min Kyung Choi third. Disappointment for Sarah Lindsay, down in 6th place. Moving on to heat number 2. That's the lineup. Marie-Yves Drolet of Canada in lane 1. Marina Georgieva in 2. In 3, it's Amy Peterson. 4, Yang Yang S for China. Then in 5, Mara Zini for Italy. And 6, Haiwon Park for Korea. And again, you can expect a pretty slow start. Yang Yang S, the skater, really to keep your eye on. So nobody really wanting to take this one up. It's Amy Peterson now down into 2nd. And perhaps the pace just starting to quicken now with 11 laps to go. Haiwon Park for Korea, finished 5th in the World Championships last year. The bronze medalist was Yang Yang S, wearing number 13. Difficult to see the numbers. Now 9 laps to go. So Peterson, it is out in front. And still nobody wanting to take this one on. So Marazini moves to the lead now and just starts to speed things up a little. As Haiwon Park makes a move. And now Marie-Yves Drolet for Canada. So it's Canada 1, China 2 with 4 laps to go, and these two really splitting the field now. Yang Yang S for China in 2nd place. Remember, 2 to qualify. Drolet looking very, very strong indeed. Haiwon Park down there in 3rd place, trying to get back into contention, but left herself an awful lot to do. Marazini in 4th at the moment. So, final lap now, and it's going to be very close, that's for sure. Park looking for a way through on this final lap, just left herself a bit too much to do. Very, very close indeed at the line. Marie-Yves Drolet for Canada wins that one, with Yang Yang S for China in 2nd place, and Haiwon Park for Korea in 3rd. Incidentally, 2 skaters from China with the same name. Yang Yang A going in the next heat of this semi-finals, and the A and the S standing for the months that they were born. Yang Yang S born in September, Yang Yang A born in August. And there, that shows you how close it was. And in short track speed skating, it's the tip of the blade that stops the clock. So you'll see the skaters really pushing the front of the skate forwards to try and cross the line in front. So 2 heats completed now. We've got finalists, 2 from China, 1 from Bulgaria, and 1 from Canada so far. 6 skaters go in the final heat of these semi-finals. And there for Korea, wearing 52, that's Min Kyung Choi. Canada's Tanya Vincent, and that's the lineup. In fact, that's the results of heat number 2. Sorry for that. Grole wins, Yang Yang second. So to heat number 3 of these semi-finals, that's the start list. Tanya Vincent for Canada in lane 1. Then Yoon-Kyung Choi, Yang Yang A in lane 3. Lane 4, Katja Zini. 5, Anki Yanni Landemund of Holland. And in lane 6, Ikkyu Teshigawara of Japan. On the inside there, Tanya Vincent for Canada in second place. Straight away out in front, I think that's Yoon-Kyung Choi. In fact, the leader there is Ikkyu Teshigawara of Japan. Choi, in fact, at this stage at the back of the pack in 4th place. It's the Italian Katja Zini. And now leading for Holland, it's Landemund, with Vincent in 2nd place and Teshigawara in 3rd. 2 skaters to make it through to the 1500-meter finals. Nine laps to go now, as Tanya makes a move and takes up the running. Landemund in 2nd place. Teshigawara just making a change there, moving up into 2nd, and a bit of a move there from Katja Zini for Italy up into 3rd place. Landemund now down into 4th. Still in front, Tanya Vincent of Canada. Teshigawara 2nd, 6 laps to go. 2 through into the finals. And the Korean making a move now, much to the appreciation of the crowd here, up into 4th place. Yoon-Kyung Choi making an impression, but Zini quick to respond and now looking for a way into the top 2 round the outside. Nips back inside, still can't make any impression on Teshigawara, who's in 2nd place at the moment. Keep your eye on Yang Yang. Very, very powerful indeed. 2 laps to go now. And still Vincent, it is leading, there's a faller there, that's Zini gone down. Now, Teshigawara still in 2nd place. Yang Yang trying to make a move round the outside on this final lap. Zini gets up, Yang Yang through on the inside. Oh, and I think Yang Yang got there, very close at the line. Teshigawara seemed to just relax. Very, very close. There, number 12, Yang Yang A. 4 times winner of the World Championship, looking to make it 5 in a row. Has she made it through into the finals of this 1500 meters? No doubt about the winner, Tanya Vincent of Canada, crossed the line in 1st place. Pretty sure of that, but very, very close between Yang Yang and Ikkyu Teshigawara for that valuable 2nd spot. There's the demise of Katja Zini, and that really broke the rhythm of the race. Not sure if there's any disqualifications there. And well, that slow motion shot shows it, and there's confirmation. You can see just approaching the line, Yang Yang ahead of Teshigawara. If it stays like that as they cross the line, which I'm pretty sure it did, because Yang Yang had the momentum going into the finish. And there's confirmation. Vincent and Yang Yang make it through into the finals. Disappointment there for Ikkyu Teshigawara, who made much of the running in that 2nd spot.
It's the nursery of the Formula One stars of the future. Fantastically competitive. And now they're ready for a brand new season of the F3000 Championship. All the cars are the same, there's no private practice allowed, and with a bunch of new kids on the block, Interlagos in Brazil will be a baptism of fire. The F3000 season opener live from Interlagos tonight at 6:30, live on British Eurosport.
time.
At the end of one of the biggest tennis weeks of the year comes the climax, the final of the Ericsson Open from Key Biscayne, Miami. With total prize money of $2.5 million, this is the decider. And follow the action when you access the net. Click on Eurosport.co.uk for all the latest results, news and player profiles. The final of the Ericsson Open tonight at 8:30 on British Eurosport.
A brand new concept in motorsport. 10 superb meetings from the top racetracks of Europe. It's the British Eurosport Super Racing Weekend. 3 competitions at every meeting, including the Super Tide F2000, identical cars and identical engines. We also have the dueling of the European Touring Car Championship. 2-litre saloons evenly matched, so it's all about driving talent. And then there are the cars that most people can only dream about. The high style, the high power, and the high tension of endurance racing. The GT Championship. For the who, what, when, where, and how, click on to Eurosport.co.uk. Super Racing Weekend #1 is live from Monza, tomorrow from 12 on British Eurosport.
So on now to the men's 1500 meters. And this, the first semi-final. And Leon Flack going for Great Britain and out in front at the moment, 21st in the European Championships. In second place for Canada, it's Jonathan Goulmet. And for Japan, Satoru Tereo, 5th in the World Championships last year, out in front. Korea's Roo-Young Min, the defending champion, junior world champion of last year as well, wearing 133. And China's Yulong An, 6th last year in the World Championships. And for America, it's Daniel Weinstein, 4th, just out of the medals in the Worlds last year. Leon out in front for Great Britain. Canada's Jonathan Guillemette in second place. Then Tereo. 8 laps to go. Tereo making a move up the inside, up into 3rd spot now. And Roo-Young Min looking very, very strong as Tereo makes a move now and takes up the running. Flat down to 6th place, and a real battle at the front there as these two skaters keep swapping the lead with 4 laps to go. Now the Canadian looking for a way through. Guillemette down into 3rd place with 3 laps to go. Very, very tight at the front. The battle for that 2nd place. Tereo looks comfortable out in front. And now Roo-Young Min for Korea takes up the running. Min looking very strong. Tereo in 2nd place. Guillemette for Canada left himself with a bit of work to do on this final lap now. He's not going to catch Tereo unless he makes a mistake. Tereo safely through, and there a big roar for Roo-Young Min, the defending champion, who wins the first semi-final in this men's 1500 meters. Satoru Tereo of Japan in 2nd place, and no place in the finals for Jonathan Guillemette of Canada. Daniel Weinstein of the USA in 4th, and Leon Flack for Great Britain finishing 5th place. Pretty sure there was an infringement there from Yulong An of China. And there, fist aloft from Satoru Tereo. I understand you're having a few problems with the pictures. Our apologies for that. Just wait for confirmation of the results of this first heat. They're the officials who skate around the center of the rink, keep a watchful eye on the proceedings, make sure there's no physical contact or infringements during the racing. Good atmosphere in this stadium here in Junju City. Ice being repaired, it really does get cut up, and their confirmation, disqualification for Yu Long An for China, so it's Min and Torreo that make it through. So on to the second heat of these semi-finals now. That's the lineup. Apollo Anton Ono for the USA in lane 1. Yugo Shinohara of Japan in 2. Then Sung-jae Lee for Korea in 3. Bruno Loskos, the European champion from France, in lane 4. Lane 5, Kai Feng of China, and 6, Oleg Glebov from Russia. And this pretty quick start. Kai Feng, bronze medalist in the 5,000 meter relay in the Nagano Olympics. There it is, Apollo Ono out in front, and Loskos just making a move. Massive improvements from him this season. And Loskos now down into 3rd place as Nishitini of Japan. In fact, Shinohara of Japan it is, making a move, but still out in front. Apollo Anton Ono for the USA. Loskos in 2nd place, with Glebov in 3rd for Russia. And Sung Lee looking for a way through now, up into 3rd place. Big roar from the crowd. Glebov trying to get that position back, and Ono getting that lead back with 5 laps to go. Loskos in 2nd place, the Korean in 3rd, and Glebov for Russia down into 4th place, looking for a way through. Loskos protecting that 2nd spot, and Apollo Ono keeping out of trouble, out in front. 3 laps to go now. Ono leads, Loskos in 2nd place, then Lee for Korea. And the 2 skaters out in front, looking comfortable. Now Lee hot on the heels of Loskos. A little bit of contact there. Lee looking very, very strong. Round the outside on the final lap, up into 2nd place. There's going to be a battle between Loskos and Lee. Loskos hasn't got the energy there. Lee with a fantastic penultimate lap, getting himself into contention for that 2nd spot. No doubt about the winner, Apollo Anton Ono, but as long as there were no infringements, it's Sung-jae Lee for Korea who goes through in 2nd place, ahead of the European champion Bruno Loskos of France. Bitterly disappointing for him. He's been in great form, but just didn't have the legs there over the final 2 laps of this 1,500 meters. So Ono, sure, he's made it through. And there, Lee Sung-jae of Korea, and here's how he did it. Took the long way round, so powerful. Turned the screw, changed gear, and whipped past the Frenchman. Head down, there was nothing he could do about it, just too much power there. Ono glances over his shoulder, says, "You're not coming past me," and he doesn't need to, he knows that. Lee, using all of his experience, keeping something in reserve for the finals. There's confirmation. Apollo Anton Ono wins. Sung-jae Lee for Korea in 2nd place. They're the 2 qualifiers into the finals. So to the last of these heats, and there he is, Nicky Gooch for Great Britain. in lane 1. Bronze medalist in the European Championships this year, up against Marc Gagnon. It's a difficult heat, this. Marc Gagnon, 4 times world champion. Maurizio Canino, the Italian, so strong in lane number 3. He was 5th in the European Championships. In lane 4, it's Peter Giesel of Belgium. In 5, Li Jae-jun, bronze medalist in the World Championships last year from China. And in lane 6, Takafumi Nishitani of Japan. Here we go then. Nikki Gooch looking for a place in the finals here in the men's 1500 meters. In good form. And on the inside there. Well, you can't miss him, can you, in that Union Jack outfit. So here we go. Gooch out in front. And now down into second place, it's Marc Gagnon just tucked in behind him. And in the lead at the moment, it's Peter Giesel for Belgium. So Belgium first, Gooch for Britain in second place, Gagnon for Canada in third. Then it's Canino for Italy. At the back it's Nishitini. So it's Jae-jun Lee for China, running 73 in 5th place at the moment. Bit of a move now from the Italian, Canino, making a move and taking up the running. Nips in front of the Belgian Giesel. So Canino leads, Giesel second, Gagnon third, Nikki Gooch down into 4th place. 2 skaters make it through into the finals of this 1500 meters. Gagnon keeping himself out of trouble around the outside. Canino going with him. Gagnon leading, Canino second place. Giesel for Belgium, having none of it, back in front once more. Nikki Gooch just tucked in 4th place, keeping an eye on the proceedings. Just behind him, it's Nishitini of Japan. And in fact, it's Lee for China out in front. Apologies for that, it's Giesel at the back. So Lee now down into second place. Gagnon leading with 5 laps to go. So Gagnon, Lee, Canino, and Gooch. So Jae-jun Lee of China leading. 3 laps to go. Gagnon in second place. Gooch making a move now up into third. Remember, he needs to get into second to qualify. 2 laps to go. Now Lee turning the screw. Gagnon looking for a way through, blocking Nikki Gooch there at the bell. Gooch needs to find a way through, looking to get through up the inside. Gagnon makes a move around the outside. The door's closed for Nikki Gooch. It's going to be 3rd place for Gooch. Gagnon gets there in 1st place. Lee in 2nd place for China. No place in the finals for Nikki Gooch, bronze medalist in the European Championships this year. Maurizio Canino, I think it was, for Italy in 4th place, with Giesel for Belgium in 5th, and Takafumi Nishitani of Japan in 6th place. And there it is, confirmation. No way through for Nikki Gooch. Gagnon wins that last semi-final in the men's 1500 meters, and Nikki shaking his head there. He'd be disappointed with that. Skated a good race, but the door was firmly closed on that final lap. Just wait for confirmation of this. Once again, the ice being prepared and repaired. There it is, confirmation. Marc Gagnon wins. Lee in 2nd place for China. Nikki Gooch, disappointed he'll be 3rd place, doesn't make it through to the finals of this 1500 meters. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, it'll be the finals of the 1500.
Lay down, Sally. No need to leave so soon. If instead of driving home from work, you were driving across a whole continent, what would you take with you? You'd take Drive. It's a 4-CD set with the 60 most exhilarating open-air tracks ever written. Eric Clapton, Chris de Burgh, Fleetwood Mac and the Christians. John and Vangelis, Eurythmics, Elton John and In Excess. But you can't buy it in the shops. You have to order by phone. With a 4-hour lineup of classic artists like these, it just hits the road and keeps going.
My name is Luca. I live on the 2nd floor. Somehow I'll find my way
home. To get your copy, call now. Inside, we know great music when we hear it.
RS1000, ZX7, SP2, 996R, metal to drool over.
The World Superbike Championship 2001. Back in Valencia, Troy took the double and Edwards failed to reach the podium. Next stop, Kyalami. Whatever you're doing this Sunday, make sure that you wake up to World Superbikes with Jeremy McWilliams in our studio, live from 8:30 on British Eurosport.
At the end of one of the biggest tennis weeks of the year comes the climax, the final of the Ericsson Open from Key Biscayne, Miami. With total prize money of $2.5 million, this is the decider. And follow the action when you access the net. Click on eurosport.co.uk for all the latest results, news and player profiles. The final of the Ericsson Open tonight at 8:30 on British Eurosport.
A brand new concept in motorsport. 10 superb meetings from the top racetracks of Europe. It's the British Eurosport Super Racing Weekend. 3 competitions at every meeting, including the super tight F2000, identical cars and identical engines. We also have the dueling of the European Touring Car Championship. 2-litre saloons evenly matched, so it's all about driving talent. And then there are the cars that most people can only dream about. The high style, the high power, and the high tension of endurance racing. The GT Championship. For the who, what, when, where, and how, click on to eurosport.co.uk. Super Racing Weekend #1 is live from Monza, tomorrow from 12 on British Eurosport.
Welcome back now down to the nitty-gritty. The finals of the ladies' 1500 metres is the first finals of this World Short Track Speedskating Championships, coming to you from Jeonju City in the Republic of Korea. Got the ladies and men's finals coming up now. Super atmosphere here in this arena as the skaters come out onto the ice. That is the lineup of the women's final. 3 skaters from China in there, 2 Canadians, and the 2-times European champion from Bulgaria, Evgenia Radanova. So in lane 1, it's Tanya Vincent of Canada. Lane 2, Yang Yang S for China. In 3, Wang Chunlu, also for China. In 4 is Yang Yang A, again for China. In 5, the European champion, Evgenia Radanova, and in 6, Marie-Eve Drolet. Well, by far and away, the most impressive skater, and the one to keep your eye on is Yang Yang A for China. wearing number 12. So here we go, introductions of the skaters. Number 7 there for Canada, Marie-Yves Drolet. For China there, wearing 13, it's Yang Yang S. Yang Yang A there being introduced. That's the skater to keep your eye on. That is for sure. 4 times world champion, the European champion there at the back, wearing number 2, Evgenia Radanova. And it's Marie-Yves Drolet, in fact, on the outer there, on the inner in lane 1. It's Tania Vincent wearing number 10. So here we go, 13.5 laps of the track. And the Chinese looking to dominate the short track scene here in Korea. But Canada will have something to say about it, that's for sure, and indeed so will Evgenia Radanova, who's in 5th place at the moment. China 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Canada, in fact, 1st, 2nd and 4th. Sorry, Canada 3rd and 6th at the moment. It's Tania Vincent for Canada in 2nd place. Remember the helmet number to keep your eye on, helmet number 12 of Yang Yang A, who's out in front dictating the pace, as she so often does. And the Canadian making a move now. Tania Vincent leading Yang Yang A in 2nd place. So the Chinese working as a team, I would imagine, in this, and Yang Yang back out in front. Yang Yang S in 2nd place, I think it is. And in fact down in 3rd. And now up into 2nd. Yang Yang A still leading for China. China 1, 2 and 3. Radanova making no move whatsoever, just letting all the antics take place ahead of her and keeping out of trouble. Now perhaps looking for a way through with 5 laps to go. Radanova still locked to the back. And it's number 7 there, Marie-Yves Drolet of Canada, who makes up the running with 3 laps to go. Yang Yang going with her. Drolet grits her teeth now and pushes for home. She's committed herself now. Yang Yang A hot on her heels and in pursuit, as is Evgenia Radanova in 3rd place. Yang Yang makes it through on the inside. Radanova now looking for a way through with 2 laps to go into the final lap now. Radanova in 3rd place. It's Yang Yang A out in front. Radanova looks to be very, very powerful on this final lap. The door could be closed. She's, whoa, very close between Radanova there and Drolet on that final lap. But Yang Yang pleased with that one. She wins the finals of the ladies 1500 meters. A photo for 2nd place, that is for sure, between Bulgaria's Evgenia Radanova, Marie-Yves Drolet. Looked to me as though Radanova may have got there. No doubt about the winner. Here we go. Let's see if we can see it from the slow-mo. Radanova looking for a way through on the inside. Well, this a little bit earlier on in the race, the battle between the Chinese. Here we go on this final lap. Yang Yang very, very powerful out of the final curve. Radanova trying to keep the momentum there, and it's going to be desperately close. Radanova, well, just seems to get there. There was no lunge for the line there from Marie-Yves Drolet of Canada. Although her body was in front, I don't think the skate crossed the line in 1st place. And Evgenia Radanova, the European champion, I think got 2nd place. And there you can see the Canadian glancing across. And Radanova had the momentum coming into the finish. Yang Yang crosses the line in 1st place. Radanova, I think it is 2nd, with Drolet in 3rd place. There's confirmation of that. Vincent for Canada in 4th. Wang for China in 5th, with Yang Yang S in 6th place. Onto the men's 1500 meters finals. And the lineup here: Apollo Anton Ono of the USA in lane 1, Woo Young-min for Korea in 2, Satoru Tereo of Japan in 3. In 4, it's Lee Jae-shun of China. In 5, Lee Sung-jae of Korea. And in 6 for Canada, the 4 times winner of the world title, there he is, Marc Gagnon. So safely away. And number 1, 3, 4 for Korea, it's Lee Sung-jae who makes the early running. Gagnon in 3rd place at the moment. And the field all tightened back up again. Apollo Ono, it is in 2nd place. Well, the crowd really enjoying this performance from Lee out in front. Lee for Korea leading, Ono for America in 2nd place, then Marc Gagnon, the 25-year-old from Montreal in Quebec, 4 times winner of the world title, in 2nd place now. He won the title in for the first time back in 1993, then again in 94, 2nd in 95, won again in 96, and the 4th title was back in 1998. And certainly in contention in this 1500 meters finals. Ono for America out in front. Then Lee in 2nd place with Gagnon in 3rd. Lee for China making a move through, Ono having none of it. Gagnon just looking very smooth in 3rd place, looking for a way through. Min, the defending champion, in 3rd. Gagnon leaning on the American, Apollo Anton Ono. And again, the pace quickens. Gagnon in 2nd place, coming up to the bell now. Ono leading. Here we go. The sprint for the finish. Gagnon with 2 strides straight out in front. Lee looking for a way through on the inside. Ono down into 3rd. It's going to be desperately close to the finish here. Goodness me, what a tremendous result there from Marc Gagnon. I think it was Woo Young-min of Korea who finished in 2nd place, with Tereo, who had been completely out of the action, seemed to make it through into 3rd place. Well, no doubt about the winner. What a tremendous sprint at the bell from him. 2 strides and straight out in front. Total commitment from Marc Gagnon. He wants that world title back. Let's look at it again. Ono there on the inside as China's Jiquan Li leans on him. Could be a disqualification there, that is for sure. And Tereo, well, desperately unlucky. I think it was Min who crossed the line in 2nd place, with Tereo in 3rd. Totally exhausted and elated. Marc Gagnon goes back to the dressing room, but there it's Min, the defending champion, finishing 2nd, I think, in this 1500-meter final, and Tereo in 3rd. Pretty sure there'll be a disqualification for Lee of China. We wait for confirmation of that, but certainly seemed to be some contact there. There's the defending champion, Min, who we reckon finished 2nd. And Li for China there, who in my book will receive a disqualification. We wait to see. Still a little bit of discussions going on, but there's confirmation. Li disqualified, so it's Ming and Tereo, in fact, with identical times. Couldn't split them, so second place it is for both of them. Ono down in fourth, and Li in fifth place. So Marc Gagnon wins there for Canada. Great start to these World Championships for him. 4 times a winner. He knows what it feels like to stand at the top of the podium there. Satoru Tereo, who joint second place. And there's confirmation of that. Unbelievable. 13.5 laps, and at the end of it, you cannot split those two skaters. Well, I think it's a 5.9 for artistic impression as they cross the line there. Marc Gagnon celebrating, and rightly so. A well-skated race from the Canadian. And Tereo hanging on for grim death round that final lap, and Min looking for a way through. Just seemed to have the better of Tereo coming out of the corner, and look at that. A lunge for the line, can't split them. Tereo's skate perhaps at a bit of an angle, but those two in second place. Gagnon wins.
At the end of one of the biggest tennis weeks of the year comes the climax, the final of the Ericsson Open from Key Biscayne, Miami. With total prize money of $2.5 million, this is the decider. And follow the action when you access the net. Click on Eurosport.co.uk for all the latest results, news and player profiles. The final of the Ericsson Open tonight at 8:30 on British Eurosport.
A brand new concept in motorsport. 10 superb meetings from the top racetracks of Europe. It's the British Eurosport Super Racing Weekend. 3 competitions at every meeting, including the super tight F2000, identical cars and identical engines. We also have the dueling of the European Touring Car Championship. 2-litre saloons evenly matched, so it's all about driving talent. And then there are the cars that most people can only dream about. The high style, the high power, and the high tension of endurance racing. The GT Championship. For the who, what, when, where, and how, click on to Eurosport.co.uk. Super Racing Weekend number 1 is live from Monza, tomorrow from 12 on British Eurosport.
It's the nursery of the Formula One stars of the future. Fantastically competitive. And now they're ready for a brand new season of the F3000 Championship. All the cars are the same, there's no private practice allowed, and with a bunch of new kids on the block, Interlagos in Brazil will be a baptism of fire. The F3000 season opener live from Interlagos tonight at 6:30, live on British Eurosport.
Welcome back now on to the finals for both the men's and the ladies, the 500 metres. And that the lineup for the women's 500 metre final. 3 skaters from China and Evgenia Radonova, the European champion, in there as well. But you have to say, you think it's going to be an all-China affair. Yang A, the leader at the moment. Chunlu Wang in good form, and Radonova, the European champion. Who's finished second in the 1500 meters. Chunlu Wang, who was down in 5th place at this stage. Just ahead of Yang S. So there it is again, the lineup. Lane 1, Wang. Lane 2, Radanova. Then it's the 2 Yangs for China. So wearing 14, Chunlu Wang. There, Radanova wearing number 2. The red helmet on the hat of Yang A for China, and Yang S wearing number 13. So you can expect an explosive start here. The start important for Evgenia Radanova. She's to make any impression against the 3 Chinese skaters. So here we go, Radanova quickly up into 2nd place. Yang A in 3rd, but keep your eye on her. She'll be looking for a way through, that is for sure. I think it's Chunlu Wang out in front, difficult to tell. I think it's Wang from Radanova from Yang A and Yang S at the back at the moment. Radanova in 2nd place. Indeed it is Chunlu Wang out in front. Difficult to read the helmet numbers from that wide shot at the bell. Yang A looking for a way through. Radanova now down into 3rd place, and it's Yang S making a move up into 3rd place. Radanova down and out looking for a way around the outside, but congratulations there to Chunlu Wang, who got through in 1st place. It was Yang A in 2nd, and a China 1, 2, 3 with Yang S in 3rd place. Radanova out of the medals in 4th place. So look at that start again. And Radanova, who made a good start. It had to be good, that is for sure. Chunlu Wang for China, looking very, very strong indeed. And there, Yang A making her move up the inside of Evgenia Radanova, who now looks for a way around the outside on that final curve. So confirmation, Wang wins, Yang A, the leader, the defending champion in 2nd, Yang S in 3rd, and the European champion out of the medals in 4th place in this 500-meter finals. There she is, the winner. So China looking very, very strong in this World Championships. Chunlu Wang lying in 5th place after the 1500 meters, and that result will have not done her campaign any harm at all. Tremendous effort, and you can see Yang A quite a way behind, and just out of the picture, Radanova, who looking for a way back. So on to the men's 500-meter final now, and that's the lineup. Marc Gagnon for Canada in lane 1. There it's Jiwan Li for China. There he is, Gagnon. There's Maurizio Canino in lane 2. Then Jonathan Guillemette for Canada in 3. And Li for China in 4. So straight away, Marc Gagnon looking for a way through. He's not going to give anything up here in this finals. Looking for valuable points to add to his campaign. So Gagnon out in front. His teammate Guillemette in 2nd place. And Li now making a move up the inside, up into 2nd, pushing Guillemette down, and down goes Gagnon! Oh dear me, the frustration there, unbelievable. Li takes up the running, Guillemette in 2nd place, and the Italian Canino in 3rd. Unbelievable. Marc Gagnon up on his feet, and the frustration showing. Well, Guillemette almost making it through, but I think Lee got there. But the story of this is that the leader, the 4 times winner of the title, Marc Gagnon, down and out with a couple of laps to go. Unbelievable. Well, he made all of the early running, great start, but just couldn't hang on. And here he is, so much commitment, nipping up the outside of that block on that first curve and taking the lead. Tremendous focus, determination. Gagnon leads. Now, is this the fall? Just letting the weight, look at that, just caught the front of the skate, doing everything he possibly can to hang on, coming out of that curve. And that picture really does tell the story. The frustration there. Guillemette almost getting ahead of Lee, crossing the line. But how must he be feeling? The leader after the 1,500 meters, out on this 500-meter final. Marc Gagnon for Canada, tapping his head. What a mistake. Would you credit it? So Lee wins, Guillemette in second place, and Canino for Italy in third. And the leader, Marc Gagnon, after that fall, down in 4th place in these finals. Lee, remember, the defending champion. Guillemette, who's in good form, in the Italians here without Fabio Carta in 3rd place. And just look how close it was coming to the line there. Fantastic disappointment for Gagnon.
So what's next on Eurosport? Here you have it. And take a look at what's coming up a little later on. Stay with us.
April on British Eurosport, Eurosport News and Eurosport.co.uk. A huge month for motorsport. Green for go with the first 2 races from a brand new season of MotoGP. From Suzuka in Japan and Vilcom in South Africa. On 4 wheels, F3000 from Imola and Barcelona. Then, for the first time, the British Eurosport Super Racing Weekend, combining GT, Euro STC and F2000 in one spectacular package from the legendary Monza circuit. A supercharged spring, interactive and right up to the minute at Eurosport.co.uk. Live racing and all the motorsport news as it happens. April with British Eurosport, Eurosport News and Eurosport.co.uk.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right. Motorsport, coming soon on Eurosport.
Sunday nights on British